Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caliveo Show. This one's going to be a banger. It's real interesting because people are choosing Costco over Disneyland, Shanghai. That's crazy to me. I didn't even know Shanghai had a Disneyland, but let's check out what's more important, what's really going on. And yes, it has a lot to do with money. Let's go.
This is a comparison of Shanghai's Disneyland before and after the pandemic. Judging from the crowds in the past, it's clear that Disneyland was certainly profitable. But looking at the current situation, the change is quite significant. One person commented, "Where are the so-called 70,000 to 80,000 daily visitors that Disneyland claims? I
Dead.
can't see a single person. Seeing is believing."
Disneyland has almost no visitors now. Its popularity is cooling down, and ticket prices are plummeting. A two-person ticket costs just over 700 yuan, and even with one night at a hotel, it's barely 1,000 yuan. Honestly, it's quite a good deal.
In today's China, holiday travel to traditional tourist destinations has fallen out of favor.
And if you think about it, Shanghai Disneyland is still cheaper than Disneyland out here in SoCal. If you convert the yuan to United States dollar.
As many people face tighter budgets, with less disposable income, people are turning to more affordable alternatives. Instead of visiting expensive attractions like Disneyland, many are seeking out simpler ways to have fun. In Shanghai, young people are increasingly favoring Costco over Disneyland. The warehouse retailer offers spacious shopping areas, a wide variety of imported goods, and a trendy atmosphere. A visit to Costco, even without making a purchase, brings a sense of satisfaction. The location has also become a hotspot for influencers, with many choosing it as a backdrop for social media content.
Wow, coming up off of Costco as an influencer, I don't even think we could do that in America unless we actually in the store buying like the best products and everything. But that's pretty good that they choose. I mean, Costco. Don't get it twisted though. You here in America, it adds up quick. You buy 3 or 4 items inside Costco, and you're already spending almost $100 because the cheapest product is like maybe $7, $8, but usually one product alone is going to be at least $10 to $15, and I'm not talking about alcohol.
Compared to Disneyland, a trip to Costco costs nothing, yet still delivers a sense of luxury. In stark contrast, Shanghai's Disneyland is grappling with declining visitor numbers and financial challenges. Disney's CEO, Bob Iger, has acknowledged that weak consumer spending in Shanghai is one of the key factors behind the declining revenue and profits for its theme park operations. This aligns with broader economic realities. While Shanghai experiences a brief economic revival after 3 years of pandemic disruptions, it has struggled to return to pre-pandemic levels. Additionally, the withdrawal of foreign investment and a wave of nationwide unemployment have further compounded the city's economic woes. As a result, Shanghai Disneyland, once considered a cash cow, has become a barometer of the region's economic health. The park's profits or losses now mirror the broader challenges faced by China's first-tier cities. On November 14, the Walt Disney Company released its financial results for the fourth quarter and full fiscal year of 2024. The company reported 22.6 billion US dollars in revenue for the fourth quarter, reflecting a 6% year-over-year increase. Full-year revenue reached 91.4 billion US dollars, up 3% from the previous year. The latest financial report from Disney shows that the company's growth has been largely fueled by its entertainment business and an improvement in the profitability of its streaming services. In the fourth quarter, Disney's entertainment segment generated about 10.8 billion US dollars in revenue, a 14% year-over-year increase. Operating income for this segment doubled to $1.1 billion, driven by the success of blockbuster films such as Inside Out 2 and Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, which contributed 316 million US dollars in operating income from content sales, licensing, and other activities. Disney's streaming business achieved an operating profit of $321 million, a significant recovery from a $387 million loss in the same period last year. The company reported rapid growth in its streaming subscriber base, ending the fourth quarter with 174 million total subscribers. Of these, 120 million were paid Disney Plus subscribers.
I mean, let's be real. That was probably the best thing that Disney ever did was the Disney Plus thing because it's way more affordable than actually going to Disneyland when you could just sit at home or in your car or on your phone somewhere at the library and just stream. I mean, streaming is the cheapest form of entertainment, right? It's either that, go to the movies.
marking a 4.4 million increase from the previous quarter. The Disney Parks, Experiences, and Product segment, which includes theme parks, hotels, cruises, and related merchandise, saw a 1% revenue increase in the fourth quarter to $8.24 billion. Operating income for the segment fell 6% to $1.7 billion. International theme park revenue declined, with Disney citing increased costs from new guest experiences such as Disney Cruises. Meanwhile, U.S. parks and experiences saw revenue growth, driven by higher per guest spending at theme parks and on cruises. Disney highlighted that the increase in operating revenue from its U.S. theme parks and experiences was largely driven by higher per capita spending from the park and cruise guests. In contrast, the performance of international theme parks and experiences declined due to several factors, including reduced attendance, the introduction of new products for customers, and higher discounts that led to increased costs and lower per capita spending by visitors. In the earning report, Disney executives also mentioned that the operating profit for its international parks and experiences segment saw a year-over-year decline, primarily due to reduced visitor numbers at Shanghai Disneyland. Additionally, the Paris Disneyland Park was impacted by this year's Paris Olympic Games, which affected overall tourism and park attendance. Shanghai Disneyland has faced increasing financial challenges in recent years, leading many to speculate that Disney's plans for a second theme park in mainland China, previously announced for cities like Chongqing and Chengdu, are now likely to be scrapped. While Disney parks generate significant revenue, their maintenance costs are 5 times higher than that of typical large amusement parks, leading to massive ongoing expenses.
Wow. And see about that. The operation costs, like a few years ago, there was a Star Wars hotel that opened up. I think it was in Florida or somewhere. I can't remember. But all I know is it stayed open for like a year and then they closed it because if I'm not mistaken, it was like almost $1,000 just for one night. Like they didn't make no money off of it. So they ended up closing it after being open just for 1 year. That's a damn shame. And see, you have to realize that most of the people that go to Disneyland, they have that visa on hand. You better believe that. Because how many people, like if you can't go on a vacation overseas, but you could afford Disneyland, I'd rather go overseas than a trip to Disneyland.
According to Shanghai Disneyland's official report from April 2023, the park celebrated its 7th anniversary, having welcomed over 113 million visitors and generated more than 61.5 billion yuan or 8.5 billion US dollars in tourism revenue, with an average annual income of 8.8 billion yuan or 1.2 billion US dollars. Since the opening of Shanghai Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland has struggled with continuous financial losses. Previously, about half of Hong Kong Disneyland's visitors came from mainland China, but the opening of Shanghai Disneyland significantly diverted this flow of visitors. To boost performance, Disney invested heavily in expanding Hong Kong Disneyland, adding new attractions like Iron Man Experience, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Castle of Magical Dreams, the Frozen Ever After. While these efforts did lead to some improvements, Hong Kong Disneyland has continued to face difficulties, remaining entrenched in the red. The difficulties faced by Shanghai Disneyland have been exacerbated by the 3 years of lockdowns during China's COVID-19 pandemic. With foreign tourists unable to enter and domestic travel restricted by varying lockdowns across different regions, the park was forced to operate either fully closed or at limited capacity for extended periods. Even after surviving the pandemic, Shanghai Disneyland continues to face significant challenges. China's tourism industry is now in a period of decline. The Golden Week holiday in October failed to generate any significant revenue, and
Wow.
travel agencies are close to extinct. The industry is largely defined by closures and intense competition, with many businesses resorting to quick sale tactics, leading to a truly grim outlook.
Look at this, everyone packed into one hall.
The hell?
Nowadays, young people are opting for daytime travel but skipping hotel stays at night to save money.
And check out the last video I posted about, sleeping, spending the night in the airports. I mean, some people live in the airports. It's just the average person can't afford to pay rent by themselves. They don't make enough money. And this is an alternative to renting expensive hotel rooms.
They make do by sleeping in train stations, 24-hour fast food joints or internet cafes, fully equipped with everything they need in the large backpacks. This is
And I'm going to say this. I mean, just like an actual homeless community, these people can actually come together and get to know each other. So, I mean, if somebody's struggling with mental issues or being alone or nobody to talk to, this is probably the best way to meet some new friends. I'm not even trying to be funny, but damn, it's like you're so down bad that you can actually meet like-minded people or people that are going through the same things that you're going through. Housing issues. You don't want to reach out to family because you're embarrassed. So you guys could just team up and do something, come up with something together, I guess.
is the essence of budget travel. In the morning, they wake up, grab their toiletries, freshen up in public restrooms, and put on makeup, ready for another day. Heroes are never lonely. Just look around this room, and you'll understand how popular budget travel has become.
Even top-tier tourist destinations like Disneyland, known for their 5-star branding, service, and experience, have seen revenue declines in recent years. This is a clear indication of the challenges faced by China's tourism industry, with many smaller attractions also facing closure. One of the most notable examples is the famous 5A rated scenic area, Zhangjiajie. Zhangjiajie Tourism Group, the first listed tourism company in China and known as the first stock of landscape tourism, is now on the brink of bankruptcy. The primary reason for this is the severe losses incurred by its project. The Dayong ancient city, despite government subsidies, the company has been unable to recover from the impact of the pandemic, poor design, and the decrease in tourist numbers, leading to its ongoing financial struggles. On October 16, 2024,
Wow, look at that. That's crazy. I actually want to see that. That looks like it's worth seeing, though.
Zhangjiajie Tourism Group received a bankruptcy petition decision from the Zhangjiajie Intermediate Court, which has initiated a pre-reorganized process for the company. Zhangjiajie Tourism Group, established in December 1992 and listed on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange in 1996, is the largest tourism group in Zhangjiajie and the only publicly listed platform in the city. It was also the first tourism company to be listed in China. The group owns a diverse portfolio of assets, including the Dayong Ancient City eco-friendly transportation, Baofeng Lake, the Yangjiajie cable car, the 10-mile gallery sightseeing tram, and Zhangjiajie China Travel, among other resources. Zhangjiajie Tourism Group has been experiencing severe financial losses. According to its financial report released on October 28, 2024, the company's operating revenue for the first 3 quarters of the year was about 310 million yuan, a decrease of 5% compared to the previous year. The company reported a net loss of almost 65 million yuan, a 53% year-over-year decline. In the third quarter alone, the company posted a loss of almost 3.6 million yuan, nearly double the loss from the same period last year. In the first half of the year, the Dayong Ancient City Development Project reported a net loss of about 64.4 million yuan, which was even greater than the losses incurred by Zhangjiajie itself. Moreover, Dayong Ancient City saw the highest year-on-year decline in ticket sales among all of Zhangjiajie's projects, with a staggering 82% drop. The project only sold tickets to 2,300 visitors,
Whoa.
meaning the daily average ticket sales were fewer than 20 per day. In short, Dayong Ancient City has been a major financial drain on Zhangjiajie Tourism Group. The Dayong Ancient City project, centered around the historic Dayong cultural heritage, was launched with a 2.5 billion yuan investment. Located in the city center of Zhangjiajie, construction began in June 2016, with trial operations starting in
Look at that. Something that expensive to build just to all go to waste. It's just amazing, you know? It's like you just never know when you invest so much into a project and over time you just don't get the expected outcome. And the next thing you know, you want it bulldozed or you're trying to do something else with it.
In June 2021, the project was fully completed in August 2022 and was touted as the largest single investment urban tourism and cultural project in Zhengjiajie.
Interesting.
The Dayong Ancient City project was initially envisioned as a comprehensive tourism and leisure complex, offering a mix of dining, accommodation, entertainment, shopping, and cultural experiences. It was intended to become a new urban cultural landmark in the heart of Zhengjiajie. But since its opening, the project has failed to meet its expectations, and key components of the development have not been completed. According to reports from the paper, since its opening, Dayong Ancient City has not been able to secure tenants for its commercial spaces. Merchants within the park have refused to pay rent, with only a few thousand yuan paid as deposits. Shop owners claim the area is poorly managed, with few visitors, and have collectively decided not to pay the rent. Zhengjiajie's annual reports show that after the full construction and trial operations of Dayong Ancient City in 2021, by 2023, the project had accumulated a net loss of about 483 million yuan. Despite being open to the public, Dayong Ancient City currently does not charge admission fees.
What?
And even on holidays, the area remains quiet.
So yeah, if you plan a trip to China, you better check this place out before they close it off permanently.
With many businesses closed and performance events suspended, it has effectively become a public park for local residents, far from the thriving tourist attraction it was originally envisioned to be. The financial troubles surrounding Dayong Ancient City have sparked widespread discussion across mainland China, with various opinions emerging on the reasons behind its failure. Some commentators argue that the project's focus on recreating Ming and Qing dynasty history lacks the historical foundation and cultural depth needed to truly bring these eras to life. They suggest that relying on replica architecture alone cannot restore the social and cultural systems of the past.
I mean, yeah, they're right. That's like building a Great Wall in the United States. You know, it's a replica, it's replicated. So, I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good business strategy to lure tourists in. But then, yeah, that's crazy.
Others believe that Dayong Ancient City is a reflection of the fast food approach to tourism development in China, quickly built but lacking long-term stability and authenticity. The Yesampo Scenic Area, a renowned 5A rated tourist destination in Beijing-Tianjin-Hebei region, has also been struggling financially. In 2020, during the pandemic, the operator of Yesampo Scenic Area, Hebei Yesampo Tourism Investment, petitioned for bankruptcy reorganization. According to a civil ruling issued by the Laishui County Court in Hebei Province, the company's total assets amounted to 1.3 billion yuan, but it currently has over 700 million yuan in financial liabilities, including more than 200 million yuan in overdue financial leasing loans, short-term loans, and unpaid project debts.
And see, this is business with the loans. But then we have regular people trying to make a living with loans that they're not paying. So you see how it goes both ways with loans owing money and not paying it, refusing to pay it at that. So
bringing its total liabilities to over 900 million yuan. The company's debt ratio stands at 69%.
let's start a business. Well, yeah, you better know what you're doing on the financial side too. Because you could start a business, but then you're still going to end up owing rent or something. Because just because you start a business, it's not going to make you rich per se. It might put you might be able to learn the business side of things, the business world a little better. But when it comes to paying and owing up, you better know what you're doing. Or else most businesses fail right when they start because of money. Somebody made the wrong move. Somebody thought they knew what they were doing, but it turns out they didn't.
The court determined that the Yesampo company is unable to repay its due debts and lacks the financial capacity to do so in the foreseeable future. In accordance with relevant regulations, the court has accepted the bankruptcy reorganization petition for Yesampo. The Yesampo scenic area located in Laishui County, Baoding City, Hebei Province, covers a total area of 498 square kilometers. Its main attractions include the Bailisha Gorge, the Juma River, the Longmen Tianguan, the Baicao Pan Forest Area, Yugu Cave, and the opportunity to watch
Whoa,
the
that
impression
looks fun.
Yesampo.
That's the water jet, the water skis. Okay. Looks like fun. I hope they keep it open. Because here I come.
Cultural performance. Indeed, the collapse of popular tourist destinations during the pandemic has become a common occurrence. Many scenic areas such as the Yangtze-Guo Scenic Area in Henan, the Longya Mountain in Baoding, and the Longtan Grand Canyon, once known as the first cliff canyon in China, and the Natural Marine Museum of Ancient Times, have all fallen victim to the economic downturn and the decline of China's tourism industry. Instead of going on trips, some have joined the ranks of elderly women participating in public square dancing. But for younger people, a new trend has emerged.
Oh boy.
Shopping at membership-based stores like Costco. For China's younger generation, visiting Costco has become more than just a shopping trip.
Here's my thing though. So we could consider the attractions. We have concerts that cost a lot of money too. I don't know how the concerts go over there, but I'm pretty sure their concerts are cheaper than ours over here. But you're still spending money, especially at large box retailer stores like Costco. People spend a lot of money at Costco. People have large families. You're there to buy rice, bread, meat. I mean, that's usually what people go to Costco for. But a lot of these young people are single and they don't have any kids. So why would they go to Costco? If you're a gadget head like me, Costco has a lot of tech stuff. So if you're into a lot of tech and everything, there's a lot of gadgets for home and everything. Or you can just buy some big stuff in bulk and just split it off with your family. It makes sense, right? So you're actually saving at the same time. But what would you get for yourself if you're not splitting up the rations? You know what I mean?
It's now an experience, even if they don't buy anything. Simply strolling through the aisles, admiring the neatly organized products, provides a sense of enjoyment and fulfillment. As the largest chain of membership-based warehouses stores in the United States, Costco has proven to be an irresistible force for consumers in China. The founder of Miniso, Ye Guofu, once remarked, "Costco hasn't entered mainland China yet. If it does, the entire retail industry here would collapse." This statement is far from an exaggeration.
Whoa,
When
look at
Costco
all them
opened
people.
its first store in Minhang, Shanghai in 2019, it made headlines.
And to those of you across the world that are looking at this video, our Costco's in America are almost never like this. Well, maybe it's because we had Costco over the past 40 years, but I'm glad that we don't have to be in a situation like that. But I'm pretty sure once everybody's used to it, it'll die down. And you can shop Costco online too. I don't know how it works over there, but here in America, we could pretty much go on the Costco's website and buy everything without even going into the store. But yeah, damn.
And set multiple records. On the opening day, August 27, around noon, traffic data from Baidu Maps showed long stretches of red congestion around the Costco location, with consumers flooding in from all directions. Inside the store, the scene resembled the chaos of China's New Year travel rush. In fact, Costco had to halt sales within just half a day due to overwhelming demand. The event quickly became a hot topic on Weibo, with discussions about the store's immense popularity dominating social media. Currently, Costco has stores only in Jiangsu, Zhejiang, Shanghai, and Shenzhen areas of China, making its locations rare and highly sought after by many young people. But it's not just the everyday household goods and fresh produce that draw shoppers to Costco. It's also viewed as a tourist attraction in its own right.
Did I just hear that? a retail store is a tourist attraction. I mean, they're not used to having that. And see, in America, we want everything big. So this is new to them over there because in most Asian countries, usually everything is small. The house might be a little smaller unless it's a family that's doing pretty good financially, so they'll have a bigger house. But yeah, wow, that's amazing.
At Costco, young consumers often discover unique items, such as the 1.8-meter tall strawberry bear plush toy priced at about 2,000 yen.
What?
This oversized toy is so large that it barely fits in an SUV's trunk. Another example is the frozen whole lamb carcass sold in the fresh section. While it's rarely bought, it symbolizes an aspirational, luxurious lifestyle. Costco's curated selection of products, which is both novelty-driven and trendy, has transformed the store into a kind of theme park for shoppers. For many young people, Costco has become the working-class version of Disneyland, where they can stock up on daily essentials while experiencing some new and exciting things. In the past, warehouse membership stores like Costco were seen as a symbol of middle-class stability, typically located in suburban areas and requiring private cars to access. The products sold were often bulk items, designed for family use, reflecting a picture of stable, comfortable family life. But today's younger generation has largely moved past this traditional middle-class lifestyle. For them, a trip to Costco is less about stocking up on household goods and more about experiencing what feels like luxury day trip. What initially drew young shoppers to Costco was not the everyday items, but the ease with which they could access luxury products. At Costco, you could find items such as diamond rings priced at nearly 1 million yuan, or a Hermes handbag valued at 170,000 yuan. No need for reservations, no waiting for special orders, just swipe your card and take it home. What's even more striking is that these luxury goods are casually displayed on open shelves, just like any regular
That's because it's hard to shoplift in Costco. So that only makes sense, right?
item, giving shoppers the freedom to choose and explore. This barrier-free access to luxury is exactly the kind of experience many young people are seeking. For them, a visit to Costco is like stepping into their dream life, where they can indulge in the fantasy of what their future lifestyle might look like. For some young people, Costco has become the most accessible simulation of middle-class life. Everything
Wow, we don't even have those mini crow dots in our American Costco's. And if you didn't know, they have Costco in Australia too. They have Aussie meat pies on the menu, which we don't have in America. So in different countries, if you come across a Costco, you're gonna see products in there that we don't have back in the West.
in the store reflects an idealized lifestyle,
Sound.
whether it's splurging thousands of yuan on luxury items or stocking up on bulk food. The experience gives many young shoppers a sense that they are one step closer to the life they dream of. The environment at Costco enhances this feeling, almost as if they've stepped into a scene from an American TV show. From the red logo and parking lot filled with shopping carts on the first floor to the spacious rooftop parking area.
See, let's look at the menu. Oh, I can't read that. I got it on my phone. So they have the pizza with the bell peppers. Okay. They have the infamous beef hot dog. I don't know what that is in a cup. Oh, they have the chicken bake there. That's the chicken bake. So they have our staple food in the West, but they have more on their menu though.
Yeah. Every corner is a perfect backdrop for photos. In fact, some people even visit specifically to take wedding photos, finding that Costco's ambiance provides better photo opportunities than many influencers' photography packages.
What the hell?
For these young consumers, Costco isn't just a store. It's a place to live out their aspirations and capture the essence of the lifestyle they envision. In recent years, Disneyland has not only represented a magical fairy tale experience, but also symbolized high-end consumption. Many families and young people were willing to spend premium prices to enjoy its entertainment offerings. But with the increasingly obvious trend of consumption downgrade, people are now gravitating towards more cost-effective and practical alternatives. such as shopping at membership-based warehouses, stores like Costco, and visiting local free attractions and shopping malls. Costco's rise as a popular leisure destination reflects consumers' desire for affordability and everyday experiences.
So basically, it sounds like a case of retail therapy to me. So instead of a famous attraction, you switch it over to a famous retail chain. Okay, I get it. I get it. That's just like here in America, we love Walmart. I don't, but they do.
This stands in stark contrast to the high cost associated with Disney parks. The shift in consumer behavior highlights the inevitable result of mounting economic pressures, with people making more rational adjustments to their spending habits.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I hope everybody learned something today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun making this video. And I'm pretty sure you had fun watching it too and listening to me talk. But I have to go. It's dinner time. Back to work tomorrow. This is Kai Vale once more. Have a good night.